Good day, Royal Watchers. Welcome back to Danish News Daily. And bloody hell do we have a story for you today. Picture this, Denmark's future king, Crown Prince Christian, strapping himself into an F-16 fighter jet, soaring through the skies at speeds that would make your morning commute look like a Sunday stroll. And before you ask, no, this was not some adrenaline junkie bucket list moment. This was a carefully choreographed display of power, duty, and a very clear message about what kind of monarch Christian intends to be. If you are not already subscribed to Danish News Daily, now is the perfect time to hit that button and ring the notification bell, because trust me, the Danish royals are just getting started with surprises this year. Now, let us talk about what actually happened at Skrydstrup military base. Crown Prince Christian, fresh-faced and 20 years old, climbed into one of Denmark's most sophisticated pieces of military equipment for what the palace is calling a symbolic training flight. Symbolic. That word is doing some seriously heavy lifting here, folks, because when the heir to the throne takes to the skies in a fighter jet, there is absolutely nothing symbolic about the statement being made. This is Christian telling Denmark, and frankly the world, that he is not your grandfather's royal. He is hands-on, he is engaged, and he is ready to lead from the front. But here's where this gets absolutely fascinating. Christian is 20 years old. Most people his age are figuring out whether to have toast or cereal for breakfast, and here he is participating in advanced military exercises. Now, some might say this is just tradition, that royal heirs have always done military service, and sure, that's true, but the timing here is everything. King Frederik only recently ascended to the throne, which means Christian is now officially next in line. The stakes have changed, and this F-16 flight is his way of saying he understands exactly what is expected of him. Let us talk about the optics for a moment, shall we? Because the Danish royal house is absolutely brilliant at this game. They could have had Christian tour a hospital or open a library, safe, predictable, utterly forgettable. Instead, they put him in a fighter jet. The imagery is powerful, dynamic, and screams competence. It's like the monarchy looked at the manual for modern royal PR and said, you know what, let's add jet fuel to this. Now here's the part that really makes you think. Denmark is a relatively small nation, right? But it punches well above its weight in international affairs, particularly in NATO and European defense matters. By having Christian participate in this military training, the palace is subtly reminding everyone that Denmark takes its commitments seriously, and so does its future king. This is not just about looking good in a flight suit, though let's be honest, that photograph is going to be on commemorative plates for decades. This is about demonstrating leadership and preparedness. And speaking of preparedness, can we acknowledge how different this approach is from what we've seen in other European monarchies? Some royal heirs spend their 20s doing gap years and finding themselves. Christian is finding himself in the cockpit of a fighter jet while simultaneously completing his education and preparing for kingship. The lad is essentially speed-running the entire royal training program, and honestly, Denmark should be impressed. But let us address what everyone is really wondering. Is this dangerous? Absolutely. Is it necessary? Well, that depends on your perspective. From a traditional standpoint, the heir to the throne probably should not be doing anything that involves significant risk. But from a modern leadership standpoint, how can you ask your military to respect you if you're not willing to walk, or in this case, fly, in their shoes? Christian gets this. He understands that modern monarchy is not about waving from balconies. It's about genuine engagement and demonstrating that you are willing to serve just as you expect to be served. Here's what this F-16 flight really tells us about Crown Prince Christian's future reign. He is building credibility now, establishing himself as someone who doesn't just understand duty theoretically, but practices it actively. When he eventually becomes king, no one will be able to question whether he truly grasps what service means. He will have the receipts, quite literally, from his time in uniform. So, what does this mean for the Danish monarchy moving forward? We're watching a masterclass in modernization without losing tradition. Christian is honoring the legacy of military service while simultaneously showing he is a leader for contemporary times. And if this flight is any indication, buckle up, Denmark, because your future king is just getting started. Thanks for watching, royal enthusiasts. Stay tuned to Danish News Daily for more.